Thanks for watching County Report this week. I'm Susan Kennedy. The County Council has reached agreement on the fiscal year 2012 operating budget. The $4.4 billion budget reflects just over a 2% increase from last year.
I wanted to make sure that everyone sort of understands the perspective of the council regarding the budget as we move forward.
The biggest step the council took this year was the decision not to apply for a waiver for the maintenance of effort funding for education. After that, the council moved forward to approve structural changes that spread the cuts across all agencies.
Once you include MCPS in the mix, because that's where all the employees are, you get a whole lot more savings than if you were just trying to get the savings from the county government employees. And this is what we did. This is why these savings have been so significant, because it's not been done like that before. We've never included the school system. This is the first time.
All told, the council cut the school's budget by 1%.
This time last year, they were 57% of the tax-supported budget. So the cuts to the school system, in reality, were very minimal.
This allowed them to put back funds that had been cut from Montgomery College, Park and Planning, and other agencies.
Given the kinds of hits that we took in the previous 2 years, this will stabilize us and enable us to get the master plan schedule done. And you heard both the council president and Nancy Florine mention the importance of the master plan process to trying to get mechanisms in place, the economic development of the county. So when we're looking at White Flint that the council boldly accepted a year ago, already we're seeing the benefits with major development applications coming in on Rockville Pike, which will help fund the infrastructure improvements we need to accommodate those things.
It recognizes the value that the college plays in the community. We are essentially one of the safety nets for our community. We provide economic development, access to higher education, and this budget is a reflection of that.
Code 2 mail to 2968.
The council's package also mitigates the impact of the proposed benefit cost increases on county government employees. Medical HMOs will see no change, and Care First will change to 75-25. Those changes will not be implemented until January 1st of next year.
The county executive's budget, if you recall, only took the cuts from county government employees, but did not spread that across all agencies. What this council did was something that was another very difficult decision. We decided that all employees across all agencies would participate in all of these changes.
Irvin says the budget decisions pose difficult trade-offs, but in the end set the tone for a blueprint for addressing future budgets.
I think that the council should be proud of its accomplishments, and we did it, all of us, we did it together.
This week, county officials paid tribute to a group of ordinary people who went out of their way to help others. They are this year's everyday heroes, individuals who were recognized for their roles in different life-threatening incidents. Lorna Virgili was at the ceremony. Lorna?
Susan, you don't meet a hero every day, but here the county executive and the fire chief celebrated 5 everyday heroes, county residents who saved the lives of others. Jason Myers, a truck driver that found a car on fire, rushed and pulled the driver of a burning vehicle to safety. Lee Kiang spotted a distressed kayaker on the Potomac and guided rescuers to find her. These are true everyday heroes.
We love coming out and recognizing people who've done these kinds of things in our community, because it shows that we continue to be a community where ordinary people go out each and every day and help strangers.
On the group, 3 other county residents who came to the rescue of 2 elderly neighbors from a burning home. One of the everyday heroes recognized the labor of the first responders while rescuing the kayaker from the freezing waters in the Potomac.
Less than 5 minutes, and the boat was there. She got rescued. But there's everything I would be say. Montgomery County Rescue give me too much credit for what I really deserve, but everything done by them. I mean, they done a good job, well trained, and well organized.
This ceremony was all about encouraging the public to help in times of crisis.
Although we have a terrific fire and rescue service that's made up of dedicated career and volunteer personnel, they can't be everywhere. And they respond to tens of thousands of calls every year. But it is a big county, and we do rely on individual citizens to often be the eyes and ears and sometimes the actual hands that provide the help.
Help with heroic actions that saved other county residents. For County Report this week, Lorna Virgili.
Ground has officially been broken for the new Judicial Annex Center. The annex is located at Jefferson Street and Maryland Avenue, adjacent to the existing Circuit Court building. The 6-story annex is expected to be complete by the fall of 2013. It will provide 10 new courtrooms, clerk's offices, and expanded central holding. The new 6th-floor building will be designed meeting gold leadership in energy and environmental design, including solar panels and a green roof.
We're not just making this investment for today, but for future generations and many who would come after us. We're making this investment because I think we owe it to our citizens. We owe it to the residents who live here. And we owe it also to the employees who need an efficient place in which to operate.
Still ahead on County Report this week, it's a day of pomp and circumstance as Montgomery College graduates its class of 2011. And some Montgomery County school students get some hands-on experience in the medical arena. Keep it here on County Report this week.
You can never know which pool safety step will save a life. Until it does. No matter how safe you feel, adding multiple safety steps can mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
Welcome back to County Report this week. Montgomery County Police are investigating a homicide that took place this week in Rockville. Officer Amy Dahm is here to tell us about this incident. Officer, bring us up to speed.
On Wednesday evening, officers responded to the 14100 block of Trevilla Road in Rockville and discovered a man suffering from a stab wound inside a home. He later died of his injuries, and a suspect has been apprehended. The investigation is ongoing.
Okay, great. There was also a hit and run this week on Veers Mill Road where a pedestrian did die. Can you tell us where we are with this investigation?
Yes, the incident actually occurred on Veers Mill Road near Center Hill. A man and woman, man and wife, were actually crossing the eastbound lanes of Veers Mill Road. They were struck by a white BMW. The vehicle, driver, and passenger were all found later after they fled the scene. The female pedestrian suffered from life-threatening injuries that she actually succumbed to at the hospital, and the husband is in the hospital but in stable condition. They've both been identified at this time. The woman is a 39-year-old Maria de la Paz of Rockville.
And this is also a very busy time of year. Folks are out, the weather's nicer. Any advice you have to offer for pedestrians?
Absolutely. We all need to share the road responsibly. Drivers, please watch out for pedestrians. And pedestrians, please use the crosswalk and be aware of where vehicles are on the roadway.
Okay, some good information. Thank you very much. Officer Amy Dahm, Montgomery County Police. For 40 years, Montgomery County Public Schools has partnered with local hospitals and nursing homes to give high school students hands-on training in healthcare professions. Here's the story.
The average age of nurses nationally is probably 45 to 50 years old, and there's going to be an ever-increasing need for healthcare professionals.
Medical careers is for any student who thinks they might want to enter the healthcare field as a physician, as a nurse, as a physical therapist.
Within this curriculum, the exposure to patient care, to technology, is not just in the classroom. These students are actually having hands-on patient care. In order for a student to take medical careers, they actually do need to apply. So that's their first step in realizing, wow, there's going to be competition out here in the real world. The students are able to fulfill requirements of the Maryland Board of Nursing so that they come out job ready. They can get certified as nursing assistants.
And you're already that by the beginning of your senior year. I mean, you can't get too much better than that.
I'm glad that I know CPR because, you know, in case that event happens, I'm there to help.
Students rotate at a long-term care facility They also rotate at a hospital.
Once you get here, you see, like, you feel a purpose helping them, and it's always nice to give back a little bit.
Throughout the hospital, the students gain exposure a day here, a day there to the various departments, radiology, the operating room, maternal and newborn, the emergency department.
At the end of this curriculum, the students are exposed to really over 200 different varied career paths within allied health that they might find one they love, or maybe they'll eliminate 200 things they never ever want to do in their lives. And that's success.
It was all congratulations and optimism in Rockville on May 20th when Montgomery College held its 64th commencement ceremonies. Our friends at Montgomery College Television have this report.
Congratulations, class of 2011. Being educated members of our society means that you now have the power to change not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Embrace it, own it. Make us as proud of your future as we are of you in this very moment.
Students from MC's 3 campuses and workforce development programs don cap and gown and walk the stage to receive their degrees and certificates. While some grads will join the workforce, others will move on to bachelor's programs. But they all have one thing in common. For them, Montgomery College was a stepping stone to their future.
MC has helped me to believe in myself and to have confidence and to know that I can do whatever I want to do in life, and then that challenges just mean making me stronger.
It's definitely been a really strong launching pad for my future. I definitely feel prepared now to go into my next university at the University of Maryland.
A step to the next part of my dream, which is to become a teacher.
I feel equipped with everything that I need to move on now and succeed at other schools and other institutions.
Well, it has definitely prepared me well. It has created a good foundation that I can build on, and it has helped me to think more critically and prepared me more as a scholar.
Montgomery College serves nearly 60,000 students a year in more than 130 areas of study through both credit and non-credit programs.
Still to come on County Report this week, we'll show you how to make use of those old bikes that are gathering dust in your garage. And we'll bring you a story about a group that's mission is connecting with county youth. We'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? Now there is only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's new online and telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Remember, call 311 to get it done.
Thanks for watching County Report. Have you ever wondered how you could help out others in need? Well, Montgomery College's Gateway to College program has teamed up with the Bikes for the World organization to offer an easy option that you may not have even thought was possible.
One old bike.
Gateway to College is a partnership program between Montgomery College and Montgomery County Public School Systems. This semester, our students have chosen the Bikes for the World bike collection. And through this project, they had to do several things. One is to design a flyer to announce the event, and they had to distribute the flyers around the community to announce this event. And as you can see today, they are disassembling the bikes, preparing them for shipment overseas, and just generally having a good time and enjoying each other's company.
Basically, we're getting bikes to donate it to different countries like Africa, China and Japan, countries that have been hit with like tsunamis and hurricanes. So like little children that don't have bikes, that don't have ways of transportation, can get the bike and ride the bikes wherever they choose to go.
The idea is that these bicycles have very little value here in the United States. We have so many bicycles, we have such a richness of material goods, and labor is expensive to fix up and maintain bicycles. And yet overseas, in selected environments, that bicycle can be fixed up. It's a good job to fix it up, and it gets somebody to work, or a child to school, or somebody out to get health care. Our role as Bikes for the World is to be a link between collection groups like here at Montgomery College, churches, synagogues, and other faith communities, schools, scout troops, Rotary and other service clubs. They collect the bikes. They make it easy for people to bring a bike in their community, and then we prep them, sort them, and get them to the right environment where they're worth much, much more.
To find out more information and on how and where to give your donations, visit bikesfortheworld.org. Inspired by the teachings of Mohandas Gandhi, the Gandhi Brigade is a media youth organization that focuses on social issues by using media to connect youth in our community. This past weekend, the Gandhi Brigade hosted its 4th annual Media Youth Festival, Just Us Youth. Let's go to our teen host for the event, Tiffany Spencer.
The Gandhi Brigade is a nonprofit youth media organization here in Silver Spring. Today we're at the Civic Building at Veterans Plaza, and we have a wonderful show set up for you. We have the 4-hour film competition, the My Story Project, live music and dancing, and a wonderful arrangement of workshops.
Your stupid politics are quickly growing stale.
This is our 4th annual media festival. We've done this 4 times. I keep thinking we'd have it finally all figured out. We don't quite have it all figured out, but it gets bigger and better every year. The beauty of something like this is it not only gives young people a place to screen and show the work that they've done, but it gives adults and the rest of the community a chance to see what young people are working on, but even more important, to ask questions and learn from young people.
With Gandhi Brigade spearheading this amazing festival, it allowed the youth to actually go through a process of, choosing certain issues and working through sort of a small, short film. And it really then, it helps them internalize and understand the different dimensions of all these issues.
Up next on County Report, Kathy Stanhope will be here with Candy and Sandy in our Pet of the Week segment, and advice on trimming your azaleas. Keep it here on County Report.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
Welcome back. If you're looking for something different to do on a Saturday afternoon, the museum is something both fun and educational. The museum is a dairy heritage museum dedicated to interpreting the rich history of the farms, families, and related organizations and businesses of Montgomery County. It's been recently remodeled and is open for business.
What is about to happen is we're going to cut a ribbon out there, and it is going to honor and celebrate a 10-year milestone, which is being able finally to bring the public into our building to learn about the dairy industry and how important and how significant it was to the development of the county. Initially, everything that was a part of the James and Macy King farmstead was to be demolished. So there was a community rallying effort to try to get something of the farmstead saved. And the long barn, the dairy long barn, was selected to be the one building that would remain standing. With all the new houses, all the new residents, all the urbanization, why don't we use this building to teach about and to honor what happened with the dairy industry in Montgomery County? The mid-1900s were the peak years for their operations, and that legacy remains with us today. It is our intention to use this rustic classroom, the museum barn, to celebrate and to preserve the county's dairy story for present and future generations.
We provided the building, the land, the structure, and now there are exhibits inside and other improvements that our staff and the Department of Parks helped design, and we're turning it over to the museum to operate it and run and tell the story of dairy farming in Montgomery County.
Montgomery County's dairy farming legacy alive for future generations.
It's a wonderful way to stretch the tax dollars. We build something, we share it with the community, we have a wonderful partner to operate it, and we're just delighted that this is the big day for the opening of the museum.
There were over 350 farms, and here they are. We've got a map with over 350 dairy farms, and our goal is to collect the story for each farm family.
Well, when I first become involved with the museum, I just felt like that the museum needed some real cows, or as close as we could get to it, and cows that really represented each of the breeds. They're made out of styrofoam covered with drywall spackle. That's how I get the nice smooth finish. And it takes a little bit of beefing up on the legs and whatnot to keep so they'll stand on their own. I wanted people to see the massive size of a dairy bull, and I thought, well, Astronaut would probably fill that bill because he was an impressive gentleman himself, and he was developed right here in Montgomery County. You mention Astronaut anywhere in the world in the dairy industry, and they'll know who you're talking about.
And what's your favorite part of the exhibit?
That cow, because you can squirt it.
Now we have this fabulous place for people to bring their families and kids and learn about the dairy industry in Montgomery County.
In our Pet of the Week segment this week, Kathy Stanhope introduces us to a couple of gals who are looking for a new home.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope at the Montgomery County Humane Society with your Pet of the Week, and I am here with two wonderful senior citizens. This lovely white lady here is Candy, and this one is Sandy, and as you can probably figure out, they were brought in together. They were relinquished because the previous owners are moving and couldn't take them with them, and they're two older girls. Sandy, they say, is actually 14, but I'm having a hard time believe that because she prances around and she's just a really sweet, lively girl. And Candy here is about 10. They're both spayed females. And I don't know if you can see Candy's face, but she has the funniest set of teeth on the bottom. She has really got a face really only a mother could love. She's just so cute and funny looking. They're very, very nice girls. And it's sometimes hard for us to adopt senior dogs. The people that give the dogs up, I'm sure didn't want to, but the dogs are here and people like to take puppies. I really want you to think, if you really want a dog in your life, puppies can be very hard. They have to be housebroken, they chew your furniture, they chew your shoes. These dogs really have it all together. They're very, very nice. They are housebroken already. They don't have to be walked for miles to get the energy worn out. They're really nice. And if you're thinking about getting a dog, you have a 10 to 12 year commitment when you do adopt a younger dog. This way, if maybe your kids are going away to college in a few years and you don't want to be tied down, you're really only committing for another several years, and you just have to think what a wonderfully good thing you're doing for your dog, for these dogs. They give you so much love, they give you so much attention, and they're just so happy to get out of here. So if you really want to do a wonderfully good thing and don't want to make a really long commitment, please come down to the Montgomery County Humane Society and look at Candy and Sandy. They're great girls. We'd like to adopt them together, but we'll certainly adopt them separately. Or visit the two of them down here at the Montgomery County Humane Society, or visit us on the web at mchumane.org, or give us a call at 240-773-5967. Come down and meet Candy and Sandy or another dog just like them. And if you're looking for a good time on June 7th, go to La Tasca. It's a yappy hour. You can bring your dogs. It's a little fundraiser for the Montgomery County Humane Society. Find out more information on it at mchumane.org.
If you have azalea bushes in your yard, you know they are pretty much finished blooming for the season. So what should you do to make sure you have plenty of blooms next year? Here's Phil Normandy with this week's Brookside Gardens Clips and Tips.
Hi, I'm Phil Normandy from Brookside Gardens. We're on a typical homeowner property which has a lot of lessons to teach us. This is a situation that which most homeowners find themselves confronted with and really don't know what to do. Large ancient azaleas, somewhat revered but not really all that showy. What to do with these? We're going to do the radical rejuvenation to show what you can do with these azaleas to bring them back to strong, vigorous health for many years. And here we have our completed cut. Quite a bit radically different, wouldn't you say? But yet, all the strength that's still in the roots of this ancient plant are basically going to come up with young, vigorous shoots. This is a young, vigorous 2-year-old shoot, and this is what we're hoping to basically stimulate by this heavy pruning. In 2 years, it's already going to bloom. By next year, we should have a whole nest of these short shoots that will only increase in size and vigor as the years progress. The downside to this is that you have to deal with a fairly unattractive, radically chopped on shrub for a couple of years, and you may not have any bloom for 2 to 3 years. But rest assured that as this plant continues to grow, it's going to be a great deal more floriferous then than it ever would have been if left on its own.
Thanks, Phil. For more information, visit brooksidegardens.org. Well, that does it for County Report this week. I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.
Cheek to cheek. Heaven. I'm in heaven.
16 years ago, I saw an ad in the Tacoma Voice by a gentleman named Dave Lorenz who wanted to start a jazz festival. And myself being a jazz musician and also a teacher of music, I got real interested, and we've been doing this for 16 years. It seems like it's gone by really quick. Four years ago, we moved to the streets of Tacoma and went to 2 stages and a much larger festival that are arts and crafts vendors, also international foods vendors, and people representing various merchants in the area. We try to support Tacoma Park, but also support jazz at the same time. This year, it's a Duke Ellington theme. His music is called Beyond Category, but it kind of explains all of jazz, because jazz is so many different things you can't categorize it. So our theme is kind of omniscient this year, beyond category. DC area jazz is a really vibrant scene. Even in Tacoma Park, we have national level musicians. Chuck Red is our own jazz star here in Tacoma Park. This year I'm having the Afro Bop Alliance on the show. They are the first jazz Grammy winners in this area in the last 20 years. For the first time, we're offering a free educational workshop, 2 actually, for guitar and drums. The guitarist is our headliner. His name is Frank Vignola. He's from New York. He's an incredible young musician who plays with everybody, and he's going to give a workshop, and Chuck Red is going to give a workshop in percussion, and they're both free and open to the public. I just think this is a great festival. It's a great place to have a festival. I love Tacoma Park. I'll have to see everybody out at it and having a good time. That's what it's all about.
MC's Summer Dinner Theater brings 2 acclaimed musicals to the stage for its 34th season as it presents Elton John and Tim Rice's Aida and the classic favorite Meet Me in St. Louis. Performances begin June 17th and continue through July 31st in the Theater Arts Arena on the Rockville campus. Register your child today for one of the over 200 full and half-day MC summer youth programs offered by Workforce Development. Students in grades K through 12 can learn new skills, improve their knowledge, and have fun at the same time in the wide variety of classes offered on all 3 MC campuses. Nancy Newton, MC's Citizenship Program Director, has been named one of the champions of change by the White House. Newton was named for her innovative work on immigrant integration. For more information about the endless possibilities at your community college, visit our website.